guys, how are you guys today? It's really cold out here today, so you can tell I've got my winter clothes on, snow boots, bib overalls, my nice stocking hat, because when you work outside, you've got to dress really warm. But today we're going to actually move some calves around. I've got 4 calves that are old enough to be weaned from their bottles, and they're going to move to the other shed because we've had a lot of babies in the last week, and my domes are going to be full. So they've got to move out and make room for new babies. Now for these calves, unless they manage to jump out the front of their dome, this is the first time that they'll truly have free run. So they get a little bit excited when you turn them loose, and they get this whole big pen to explore. This is also the first time that they're in with other calves. That's because they're kept separate to prevent disease until they're a little bit older. That way they're stronger and their immune system will fight it off. These are 2 of our newest babies. This little guy, he was born just this morning at about 6 o'clock. And the heifer in here, the dark black one, she was born last night at about 6 o'clock. So she's actually ready now to go outside to the domes. He's going to stay in the barn for another night yet. It's going to get really cold tonight, so he's not quite ready to stand up to that. She's actually going to get to wear this coat for tonight just to make sure she's warm enough and gets used to being outside. This is Sally, and actually the way she gets her name, every cow in her family, their name starts with the same letter. So her mom was Saffron, her grandma was Susan, and it goes on like that. Now, a registered Holstein actually has 3 names, just like you do, except they're backwards. Their last name goes first, which is our farm name, Sipka. Then their middle name is actually the name of their daddy. And then their name is the last one. So her name is Sitka Dundee Sally, and she's going to go for a ride in the wheelbarrow. She weighs just under 100 pounds, so occasionally she's going to be, it's kind of hard for me to lift them, but I can get her in the wheelbarrow. I'm going to put her coat on for her, just to keep her extra warm tonight, because they say it's supposed to get down to 2 degrees tonight. That's awful cold for a baby. So it just snaps around her legs and Velcro ties around her neck. And she's ready to go in her house. Now she's going to live in this house for about 3 months. And she's going to get milk twice a day, every day, and she'll start to get grain in about 2 weeks. Now, when she's about 2 months old, she's going to get her first set of vaccinations. That's going to protect her from diseases and other things that will make her sick and help her to grow better. Now, at about that age, we're also going to have to manage her horns. Holsteins have horns naturally. So you either need to use a chemical applied paste that will dissolve the horn, or you need to use a hot iron to burn them off. Now, the reason we have to manage the horns is because if we let them grow, they're dangerous to themselves and to us. Holstein's horns come up and out, which means that the points are going to be out to where they can hook the other cows, they can hook them on the barn, and also when we're in the stalls beside them trying to milk them, if they swing their head the wrong way, they can hook us. So that's why we have to manage their horns. Even on the cold days, the cows still go outside. Pretty much unless it gets below 0, they're outside for at least a couple of hours just to get them some exercise and some fresh air. And it also makes it easier for us to do chores in the barn and to clean it every day. So they're ready to come in now, and as you can see, they gather at the gate because they're wanting to get into their silage. So we'll open the gate and let them in, and you can watch them come through the door. it seems strange that they all kind of go to a different spot in the barn, they actually are all trained to go to their own stall. It usually only takes the older cows a couple of days to remember where they go. The new heifers can take up to 2 weeks before they are able to come in and out and go right to their spot. But we're able to walk along the front and just hook their neck chains, and that's what keeps them in their stalls overnight.